wish I knew as a beginner witch. Crystals you buy from Amazon hit different and not in a good way. Seriously, in my experience, any crystal that I buy from Amazon has this like weird bad vibe energy to it that I cannot cleanse out no matter what I do. Those weird spiritual urges that you get, if you suddenly have the urge to make a seashell spoon, or an incense burner out of clay and bones, or maybe perform some kind of spell or ritual, yeah, that's probably a deity trying to reach out to you, so you better take care of that. Seriously though, sometimes deities work through urges that you get, and that's how they send you messages. Fact check the things you see on witchtok. I'd consider myself an intermediate witch, but sometimes I fall for the witchtok bullshit. Like, sometimes you just need to fucking debunk that shit yourself. Do your research outside of fucking TikTok, my god.
Inside her new Balenciaga, cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect. Inside her new Balenciaga, cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect. Inside her new Balenciaga, cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect. Inside her new Balenciaga. Electrify my golden tube. Girl, look at those eyes without sparking the sun. Electrify my heart.
Hey lovies, let's make a happiness jar. So first pick out your jar. It can be any jar, just obviously want the lid on it so you can seal it. And then before any spell jar, you should really cleanse your jar. I used candle smoke. You can use sage, incense, a lot of things. So first I grabbed some pink salt. You can use any salt. This is just for protection basically. So after that, I grabbed some lavender. This is really good for calming and reduce of anxiety. And then the next thing I added was some jasmine. It smells really bad. So then I got some rose petals. You already know, it's really good for self-love. And then I wrote a manifestation. And I put that in the jar with also some moon water. Then I sealed it off with a white candle. Thank you. Bye.
How to make a very strong protection spell. Cleanse your bottle and workspace with incense. Add salt. Add eggshells and sage. Add cloves. Add pine. Rosemary. A bay leaf with your intentions written on it. Peppermint oil. And a clear quartz crystal. Seal the jar with black candle wax.
Good morning, Witch Talk. Today we're going to make a honey jar if you want him to be stuck to you, really, really sweet to you, and just obsessed with you forever. This is the way to go. Disclaimer, I made one for my ex-boyfriend and he's been obsessed with me for 8 years. It's awful. So only do it if you really, 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 really want to make sure this person is stuck with you forever. So first we take a jar, then we take some honey. Take the person's name, write it 3 times diagonally. Take your name, write it 3 times vertically. Okay, fold it up. Drop it in your jar. Fill that puppy up a little bit more. You can use anything that's sweet, sticky, and slow. So like molasses, syrup. So now we seal it. So we just let the wax, you can use a red candle for love, pink candle for love. I use a white candle or a yellow candle for friendship because he's my best friend and I want us to be stuck together forever. Once the wax drips over the container, it's completely sealed. Give it a nice shake when you want him to think of you.
It's not an accident that you've come across this video. I'm going to show you an easy money spell. You'll need matches or a lighter, a green candle, and a coin that you feel is lucky. Light the candle and allow wax to drip over one side of the coin. Once that side is covered, flip the coin and do the same to the other side. Stick the candle to the top of the coin and allow the candle to burn all the way out, covering the coin completely. As the candle burns, say this chant: 1 coin here, 1,000 there. I feel prosperity everywhere. I invite abundance, financial health. With ease and flow, I welcome wealth. With harm to none, so mote it be. I welcome wealth. 3 times 3. Trim and form the wax and keep it in your wallet to attract wealth.
First take an orange and cut a slit in it. Then take a bay leaf and write down the name of the person you want to protect and put it in the orange. Fill the slit with sea salt for protection. And add a clove to the top, bottom, and sides for protection from the north, south, east, and west. Now wrap the orange with enough twine to secure the slit with the salt, and drip black wax for protection over the slit. And finish off the candle. Then find a tree and ask it if it will help with your protection spell. If it says yes, you can bury your orange right at the base.
This is a forget spell to perform at night. Please keep in mind that I am still a baby witch, so I do not know everything there is to know about witchcraft. However, this spell has helped me in the past. The first thing you're going to want to do is write down the name of the person that you wish to forget. Next, you're going to want to fold that paper until it is small as it can possibly be, while taking very deep breaths and visualizing the memories and feelings of this person becoming small and trapped inside the paper. Once you have finished this, say, "I release you and I decree it's best for you and me." After that, you're going to put the note underneath your front door and you're going to leave it there overnight. Here I am picking it up in the morning because I forgot to record it last night. Make sure to like and comment. Talking board basics for those who've asked, the board you're seeing on the video is the one that I personally use. I know it looks cute, but I actually feel drawn to the artwork, so it works well for me. It is artist made. I don't recommend buying a board secondhand because you don't know the intent of the previous owner or if something might be attached. The little pointer is called a planchette. It has an eye or a window that shows you the letters for the messages. When using a board, you're going to want to use 1 or 2 fingers lightly with a friend. At minimum, there should be 2 people using the board at a time. You can use incense or candles to draw spirits or leave an offering for them. Never use the board under the influence and always say goodbye. Prior to the mass production of talking boards, early mediums and spiritualists used a device called an automatic writing planchette to relay messages from spirits during their seances. The device was typically wooden in construction with a writing utensil inserted at the top to communicate ghostly messages.
We like to use the tarot when communicating with the spirits. Instead of using a Ouija board, we'll set up a table, usually circular, with the crystal glass at the center. Then we surround the edges with the major arcana in the tarot. That way, the spirits can communicate to us in symbols, which is the best way for them to communicate.
When making a sigil, don't forget to use a word that resonates with you. Write your word down and cross out any vowels or duplicate letters. Then consult your grid and start to draw your sigil. Once your sigil is complete, you can etch it into candles to make your spell stronger.
Hey guys, I thought I'd make a little video on offering stones. If you ever find yourself taking something from nature, it's always nice to give something back. So here is an easy, eco-friendly way to make some stones. What you will need is 2 cups of baking soda, 1 cup of cornstarch, and 1.5 cups of cold water. You're going to mix these together until they're fully combined. Then transfer the mixture into a pot to boil. You're going to stir it continuously until it turns into a mashed potato consistency. After that, you're ready to mold. It'll act as though it's like Play-Doh. So when you're molding, you can put a whole bunch of herbs in there. Usually what I tend to do is that I put in things that I don't have a use for anymore. Like I had a whole bunch of dried flowers, citrus, some acorns. And then once you're done with that, you leave them out for a day to dry, and then you're done. Whenever you go back out into nature and you find yourself taking things, you can leave these little stones in their place. It's a really nice way to give back to nature, and it's super fun to make.